Hello everyone, my name is Nelson Omeke and this is the Poetic Fingers. Welcome to my channel. First off, I'd like to make an apology to those of my wonderful subscribers that I have failed to live up to. I mean, it's been a very rough period of time for me this past few months, but that shouldn't be an excuse for me not to make a video for you guys. So in today's video, I promise to give you something interesting, at least something that will be worth your while since it affects every single one of us. Then what else I would like to do is say thank you to our new subscribers. It means a lot to me that you chose to subscribe to my channel. Really grateful to you. Eventually I believe one day we'll make it to 200 million subscribers and I will be the first YouTuber to get there. I wonder what reward YouTube will give to me from hitting 200 million subscribers. Well, we'll find out when that time comes. So right about it, why don't we jump into today's topic? That will be a question of when do we start growing? I mean, it's a very important question. I mean, we've seen answers to questions like why do we grow old, what happens while we are growing old, but one question I couldn't find an answer to, or I found a very insufficient answer to, is what time exactly do we start growing old? So why don't we go over and find answers to this? So as with all my videos, I always do research so that whatever information I'll be providing to you will be accurate and up to date. So I went over the line, I made several searches, looked up several documentaries, several articles and several studies, and I came to a very interesting study that I would like to share with you guys, after which I would deduce my theory of when exactly we start growing old. So I went about this study and I found that a research was done sometime, let's say I think about a year plus ago, and this research was conducted on about 1,000 participants, both male and female. Now they were studied on heart functions, kidney functions, liver functions and lung functions, to mention a few. They also studied on their activities, their diets, their ethics and a lot of other things over a period of 52 weeks. So it was a really detailed and extensive study, which is why I actually used it for this video, because I wanted to go into each and every single one of these little topics. So first off, let's go ahead with the group of people that were used. Now the participants were between the ages of 26 and 38. So they had people from 26, 27, 28, 32, but they focused majorly on three age categories, which is the 26, 32 and 38. Now when these results came out after the test and the studies came out, the result was quite interesting. See, these people were asked questions of when do they think old age begins. Now those of them at the age of 26 were saying aging starts around at 39, 40, while those at the age of 32 were saying that aging starts around 45, 50, while those at the age of 38 were saying that aging starts around 59, 60, 65. And then I'm like, but why didn't they all have the same idea or perspective or perception of when aging starts? The answer is very interesting. It's a twofold answer. One of them is physical and the second part of the answer is mental. So let's go into the physical parts, which is very interesting as well. So welcome back. Hold on a second. My neck, my hands. I can't feel my face. I can't stand up. So, okay, I'm better now. I think it's nothing. It's just I'm beginning to grow old. Jokes apart, those are some of the signs of actually growing old. Now, the interesting thing about growing old is it's just like every story. At the beginning, it has a fresh start. You have to build up certain things, you have to grow in certain areas, you have to develop and advance, and at some point, each level comes to an end. Same goes for growing old. when we were much younger, we had surplus of a lot of things. I mean, we're fresh. I can remember not having any beards, although I had to shave them off now. And I could also remember being very, very, very smooth. I mean, my ages of 17, 16, 18 were very horrible. I mean, I had all the spots coming out of my face and everything. So those were all signs of growing up. But then growing old is a little bit different. In the case of growing old, your body starts to shut down. How do I mean? I mean, you already have an idea, but let's look at it this way. It's a factory that has a due date for when it's going to close down. But that due date isn't a specific date, it's a period of time. Now, the moment you start noticing signs of, okay, certain aspects or certain activities are coming to a halt, that's when you actually start aging. So, growing old physically doesn't have a particular age attached to it. It's more about when your body starts to shut down. So if you're 20 years old and your body starts to shut down just the way the body of an elderly man of, let's say, 60, 70 years old is shutting down, yes, you're growing old physically. Now, what will be the causes of this? I would like to analyze a few of these causes that takes place when our body starts to grow old. So number one of these causes would be your DNA. So as some of us do know, our DNA is the textbook of life. It contains all your genetics codes. It tells your body how to react to certain things. It tells your body how to design certain features of yourself. It tells your body how to do virtually every single thing. Or should I say practically every single thing that your body does. Your DNA is your unique identity as an individual, as a species, as a human. So when errors occur in our DNA, such as our protein cells failing to fulfill their duties, our energy production machines, just like the kidney, the other parts of our body that do the things they're supposed to do in order for us to get energy in our body, when they fail to live up to their daily quotas or their yearly quotas or their regular standard of activity, when these things start to compile, eventually it brings a toll to the overall body. So when your body fails to produce the amount of protein that it's meant to do, or when it has produced those proteins but then the cells are not making good use of them, or they're not going to the proper location at the proper time, we start having wrinkles, we start having growths, we start having tumors, we start having things that are not meant to be there or were not even there in the first place. So our DNA is a major reason why we grow old physically. I just compiled a lot of details into this short explanation. If you want more detailed information, I'll leave a link in the description for you to follow and read up every single thing that happens to us while we are growing old physically. Now over to part 2. What are the things that makes us grow old? Which is here, our mind. Let's go into that. Now, before I go over to explaining this part of our causes that makes us grow old, or that initiates the point when we start growing old, I'd like to thank you all for sticking around to this point of the video. It really means a lot. And I also use this opportunity to beg a favor. Please leave a like button if you like this video, and also share this video to your social media platforms with your friends, family, even those who don't like you but you still want to be good to them because you watch this video as well. Then it also helps me bring more audience here on YouTube. So over to part 2, and most importantly, what makes us grow old. Now, back to the review of the 1,000 people that were studied and everything. We noticed that those who are younger said they start growing old at this point, while those who are this age said they start growing old at this point. Same goes for the other group. It all comes down to one thing: perception. Now, how you perceive age, how you perceive your physical growth, how you perceive the things around you has a major role in our aging process. actually what strikes up the question of when do we start growing old. So in situations whereby a young person who is, let's say, within the age of 26 and below or above starts thinking that, oh, growing old is from 49 years and above, and then they start living their lives in a way that doesn't actually favor their physical health, you will not be surprised. I am not surprised, because at some point it just becomes obvious that this person is going to fall into the category of those who grow older than their age. How does it sound? In situations whereby someone asks you, hey, how old are you? You're like, I'm 26 years old. Really? No, you look 30. What have you been doing? Then you make up excuses like, man, life has not been easy. I've been struggling. No, it's as a result of your perception. You told yourself that aging starts at this particular age, and then because of that, you fail to look after your body the way you are meant to look after your body in order to prevent yourself from falling old. Now, look at the other alternative. Someone within the same age range, that sounds crazy. Someone within the age group of 26 below and above, but he tells himself, if I don't take good care of myself now, I'm going to start growing old now. And then he goes about improving his diet, his sleep routine, his work activities, the kind of activities I think he engages himself in for fun and everything. And you see, these activities actually do a lot to assist our physical health, but then it all starts with our mental health. So if you live with a mental disease of it's still far off, it's still 20 years away from now, it's still 10 years away from now, it's actually going to affect you when you start growing old now. So you start growing old the very moment you fail to take good care of yourself. You start growing old the very moment you start believing that growing old is something that's going to take place later. So there is no specific date for growing old or when we start growing old. Rather, it's more of a mind over matter issue. So we start growing old when we are young. That is the conclusion. So right now, if you fail to take good care of your physical and mental health, you start growing old, because your body starts to deconstruct itself. You start to fall apart. So if you tell yourself, oh boy, come on, I'm still young, man. Yeah, you might look young, but inside you're actually dying. So if you wish to live a longer life, a healthier life, you need to start taking good care of yourself here and here. So that's what about all the information that I have for you guys today. I don't know how useful this information is to you, but I believe that this information is very, very needed. Come on, who doesn't want to live young for a long period of time? I mean, now that we're living in a very modern age, even though we're all stuck inside the house, not going out, but we still like being young. I mean, I can't imagine what life used to be like 30 years from now. Well, before then, I would have made a lot of pretty videos of myself for you guys and like 200 million subscribers to come. So thanks for watching. If you think this video was useful, once again, please leave a like button and subscribe to this channel. Also, you could share this video to your friends. Share it on YouTube, share it on Twitter, share it on Facebook, share it wherever you can. Let as many people as possible hear this, because what's the use of being young and then your friends are all a group of rickety, bag and bones individuals. You won't be able to play with them the way you play with them now. So share this video so that you and your friends, your family could all stay younger for longer. That's all I have for you today. See you in the next video. Bye. Wait, hold on a second. See me in the next video. I mean, you're watching me, I'm not watching you. I would love to watch you guys eventually though. So see me in the next video.